Hi guys, Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. And I had a request or two to look at Tulsi Gabbard and why she chose to vote the way that she voted for the impeachment, or not for the impeachment, I guess. I'm not sure what her vote means. It was, she said present, so I don't know if that's a no or if that's a yes, because she didn't actually say no and she didn't actually say yes. She just said, I guess, that she was there. Now, there may be automatically that means she voted against it, or automatically that means she voted, I don't know. So I don't know the rules, so, and I don't know what that stands for. Or maybe it's just I was there, but I decided not to vote either way kind of thing. So, and she is no stranger to ruffling feathers. So let's see what her intention was behind this. Why did she do that? What was behind that decision? Okay. I'm going to pick 5 cards. We have the Four of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. This is very interesting. My first thought when I saw this card was, first of all, um, in this deck, this looks like a little bit like a coffin to me, and so the energy of this card is constraint. I feel like there was a constraint on her. Um, I can't imagine that she would. Okay, let's just I'll read it as I see it. There seems to be a constraint, and the constraint is perhaps around money. Now, I'm not really sure who her donors are. I know that she does have a number of donors that are um, high powered tech people. Um, the next card is the Two of Pentacles. This is a sense of sort of give and take. As you sow, so shall you reap. I feel as though there is this sort of giving and receiving energy here. And then we have the Three of Swords, which is betrayal, heartbreak. Um, and then we have the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles is a card that is about working really hard, and working with people who are very good at their job. Um, some readers see this as dark money. I guess we could perhaps see this as dark money as well. And then we have the ace, the Two of Swords, which is inaction. So this is pretty much the present, right? This is present, present. Okay, so that's present. No action taken, not for or against. Okay. Um, I'm going to use a different deck and put cards over these and see if I can get some elucidation on it. So on the Four of Pentacles, so this card here, let's see what I pick for this card here. So in this card, I feel like she's constrained in some way, and that constraint has something to do with money and the people who pull the strings for money here. We have the Fool. Okay, the Two of Pentacles. Let's see what we can pick for that. The Give and Take. We have the Mother of Fire. The Three of Swords. The Courage. So betrayal and courage. The Three of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles, which is about balancing, financial balance, donation, giving to those who have less. And the non-action here, the Two of Swords. What do we have? We have the Mother of Wind, or the Mother of Air, or in this case, the Queen of Swords, upside down. Now, I will say this about Tulsi. I really like Tulsi. I think that she's very brave. I think that she is a woman who has her own mind. I also think that, like most soldiers, the mission is more important than she is. So I feel as though it's not out of ego that she's coming from this place. I don't feel it's an ego thing. I do feel like she feels as though things are there's dire situations, and she's going to utilize what she has at her disposal to get the mission done. And the mission at this point is for her to become president. So I think that according to these cards, that she could have made some uh, connections with people, financial connections with people that have their own agenda. And I think that she may have been a little bit naive. Um, I keep when I think of Tulsi, there is something that there is a doubt in my mind, even though I've been one of the proponents of her. I think that I think she can be manipulated. Um, she's young. She's passionate. She has Pluto opposite her Sun and her Mars and her Venus, I think. And when you have that in your chart, you come up against people who will manipulate. And so I do believe that, and you come up against powers greater than self. So I do think that she is, whether she intended to be involved in something like this or not, um, I think that she has been constrained by um, who she's receiving her donations for her candidacy for. Um, I think that they see her as a very capable, courageous woman um, who is inspired by the mission. Um, that she is willing to face with courage the the blowback, right? And it's very possible that they could frame it in such a way that if the people and the warmongers are not playing fair, and you're a soldier and you're going up against them, um, you're willing, I think, not to play fair as well. And if you're taking this fight to them, you don't necessarily want to be constrained in the way that a politician is constrained, and yet she's constrained. Do you know what I'm saying? And then we get the inaction, the present thing, and we get the Queen of Swords reversed. In this deck, the mother of Wind is a truth seeker. She sees the truth. She sees the picture. She's the big picture. She has good judgment. She was reversed. And so what I want to say about this is that I don't believe that her intentions were, well, I hate to use the word evil because it's not really it's not. Um, she was trying to make a point, I think. And I think the point was she was convinced or required to do a certain thing in order for her to continue to be um, supported financially. I think that her donors had something to do with this decision. Now, that being said, um, almost every politician out there, except maybe for Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren, are doing what their donors are telling them to do. So this is not this is an old game. Um, you kind of hoped that Tulsi, or at least I would have hoped that Tulsi would have been somebody above that. And yet, if she wants to stay in the game, she's going to have to make some concessions. And I feel like this was a concession that she made. And that being said, it wasn't the deciding vote. It's not like, oh, there's, just as an example, because I know the numbers are wrong. There's 200 people that say yes and 200 people that say no, or even worse, there are 200 people that say there's 200 people that say no. Well, she was the deciding vote. I don't know what I'm saying. If she had been the deciding vote, I think she would have voted differently. She's probably not happy with uh, the whole the whole process. It's very possible that she thought he should have been held accountable for uh, different, like the impeachment should have been different things that he did. Um, Maybe what he's done at the border, maybe what he's doing for the environment. It could have been those things. But my feeling is that um, she was influenced in her desire to um, fulfill her mission. And it's very possible that now, for what reason would these people want her to do that? That's the thing. I mean, what could these three people possibly, what would be the reason for that? Let me pull some, let me just pull a few cards on that. What would be the reason? If this, I could be wrong though, so maybe no reason at all. Fire, brother of fire, that's the bringer of chaos. Father of wind. So those were both, oh no, no, the brother of fire doesn't bring chaos. This is the mission. The brother of fire is the mission. The father of swords is the commander of commander, and the five of cups. I personally think it was a big mistake for her to do that. I do. How is this going to affect her campaign? Okay, we have the Eight of Wands. Well, creating havoc as she's known to do. Two of Wands. The other thing is that I think she's courting the independent vote and she's courting Republicans. I don't think she's going to run as a Republican or an independent, but I think she's courting their votes. And she probably has a good reason, or she'll say, or what she says will make sense. Ace of Swords, taking a stand, making a decision. Father of Pentacles, maybe a little bit more money coming into her coffers, and the Ace of Wands. I think this is going to actually, it's not going to work against her. It's going to work for her. This choice is going to work for her, I think, because it's going to create buzz and it's going to create, she's going to be seen. She's going to be seen. That's what I say. I still don't like it. I don't think it's a good precedent, but I kind of understand it. All right, guys. Well, one of the things that I probably will do is I'm going to keep I'm going to, you can comment on this one, but I'm going to check what the comments say, because the last time I did something on Tulsi, I got so much blowback, and I don't want to go through that again. And I don't want to be abused, and I don't want my people to be abused, and I don't want that. So I will leave the comments open, but I'm going to check them to see what can be expressed and what I feel comfortable putting out there. Okay, guys. You asked, and I did it. Have yourself a great day. Like and subscribe, and I will see you again soon.